Apparently, the person that killed Nipsey Hussle also has the same name as the former U.S. Attorney General, whose name was Eric Holder, right? Now, I don't even live in America, but as soon as they revealed the name of the shooter, I was like, isn't that the name of the former U.S. Attorney General? And so I just Googled it to be sure, and sure enough, his name is also Eric Holder. Now, I'm not gonna be one of the conspiracy theorists who are saying that Nipsey was killed for any particular reason, but the fact that the shooter, after shooting Nipsey Hussle, was attempting to turn himself into a mental institution is proof that perhaps there was some type of government intervention in this matter, right? And I mean, I don't know if Eric Holder is related to this particular Eric Holder, but it stands to reason that there's something more to the incident that took place with Nipsey Hussle. He was making a documentary about Dr. Sebi, um, but that would be nothing new. Dr. Sebi made his own documentaries, which were already around the world. Okay, I can go down the street, and buy a bootleg copy of a Dr. Sebi documentary right now. So my thing is, I don't think that would be the reason they probably wanted to kill Nipsey Hussle. I think the fact that he's a rising star in hip hop, the government or the state probably wanted to set an example by publicly killing somebody who many people had affinity with, who many people could relate to, right? Because if you can think about the corresponding impact of having a black leader or a person of who is well known in the black community being killed, the corresponding impact is a psychological trauma in the minds of the younger generation who are watching people who they looked at as heroes being killed, prematurely. So I think when it comes down to the Nipsey Hussle matter, nobody really knows what was the motivation of that particular person, right? We don't know who could have caused him to get killed. But in America, due to the history of certain events taking place and the trend of rappers being killed in circumstances that were just strange, namely XXX Tentacion, um, what's his name, Mark Miller, many people who have been dying recently who have huge followings. So I think the whole idea is to attack the new school or the new generation and have them in a state of turmoil, whereas they can't even depend on their leaders to even be alive long enough for them to have a catalog or to become elders, you know. So I think it's about psychological trauma. It's about keeping us like constantly desensitized to having our own people killed. So I would say that it's a tragic situation that took place. Him and his brother were legitimate entrepreneurs trying to also make it in the rap business. So you know I can identify with their struggle. um, we all come from similar circumstances no matter where we are, and so I can understand what kind of loss it is for the community having somebody who was like a source of strength and a source of potential and hope being, taken away at such a young age. So, people, just let me know what your thoughts are about the Nipsey Hussle situation. Do you think there is any relationship between his name also being Eric Holder? Is there some significance to that? Is this some hint that perhaps this was a government initiated incident? I don't want to jump to any conclusions, and I don't think it's good for us as a people to allow conspiracy theories to dominate our discussion. We still have to consider our community, and we can consider ways to avoid losing the lives of these powerful individuals in our community. And if we really respect them, we would protect them. All right. If you knew he was there by himself and he feels very comfortable at this place and might not have security, maybe you should initiate some security because he is an investment in the community. All right. So maybe we need to consider codifying our behavior in the community when we have leaders. We need to protect the leaders. All right. If we were protecting our leaders, we would still have a Malcolm X. We would still have a Martin Luther King as elders, you know, today. So people, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. One love.